We went to Portugal and Spain over the summer and had your books with us the whole time. Just beautiful.
Glad that was helpful.
Yeah, always is.
I gotta make sure I know what I'm doing here.
Good job.
My glass crystal.
Okay, I can't think about it now, but I'd like to see it later.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Because that is, where's that mic?
It's right here.
Oh, it's right here.
His is right here.
Oh, wait a minute. I was going to be holding this. Can I not hold this?
You can.
You sure? I don't think so.
Well,
That's weird.
you can so long as you don't move it too much, or we can take them off and put them.
No. I'll just do that. But it's just good. Okay.
Yeah. Rick, maybe we.
Yeah, just a couple, even a couple inches.
Do you want it still higher?
Well, I don't know who else is going to be talking. Rick Larson's tall. You know what I think we should do is. Sorry, I don't want to mess anything up for you. Can it go this way? Because I think it should go lower with Brian and higher for me and Rick Larson. Is that what this is? This thing here will let it go like that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's do that. Let's get this up a little higher.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. That's good. And then we can just make that go teeter. Okay. And then we can make this go up and down for high people and low people.
Still higher?
Well, I think that's good. That's good for me and Rick.
If they quit messing with it, he's the big poo boss. We'd do better.
I mean, that was great. I shouldn't be. I don't want to tell me.
One, two, one, two, one, two.
Yeah.
That should be good.
I want to stay true to Hey, so we're thinking Brian will be first, and then you, and then me.
Yeah.
And then this is all hooked up because they've got microphones here, so we can't walk around with the mic.
Okay.
Brian,
Yeah.
I'm just learning they've got this all hooked up, so we can't walk around with the mic like I normally would do, but which is just fine. So I made this a little higher, but we can make this go up and down for shorter people.
Should be fine.
Is that okay with you? It's kind of nice, but because you could go like that.
Yeah.
And
that
then
works.
Rick can make it go a little higher.
Oh.
I think we want to fill the place because there's weird acoustics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did we test it?
I haven't tested it yet. But it should be all right. And they got this little clipper there if you need it.
Okay.
Thanks, Rick, for being
Do you want me to introduce her? I guess my staff had a 2-minute warning. All right, good afternoon, everybody. We're going to share fewer remarks in just about 2 minutes. So if you want to find a spot, and we'll be there shortly.
So Jessica also wanted to do just a video with you. We're gonna and I'm gonna do it. Let's just splice some of the videos together.
Okay.
Is that better? Jessica, is that better?
surprised
This is
about how
Tide,
tall
this
Ricky
is-
is.
Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, let's start with that. There's good vibes all over this place this morning or afternoon. Well, I am Brian Smith. I'm the president and CEO of Volunteers of America Western Washington, and it is my privilege and my great honor to welcome you all to your very own Lynnwood Neighborhood Center. I know we took the scenic route to get here 10, 15, 20 years, but we did it. And it's funny, my wife and sons are here today, and I find that particularly humorous because I'm able to prove to them today that this thing I've been talking about for the last 10 years is actually real. And when Dad goes to work, he's actually doing something. So here we are. Today is a special day for our region. After decades of vision, collaboration, and persistence, we are proud to open the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center, a place built not just with concrete and steel, but with community at its heart. This center represents what's possible when we come together around a shared purpose. Inside these walls, families will find support, children will grow, neighbors will connect, and people will access critical services, from healthcare and early learning to job training and community programs. This is a space that has been intentionally designed to serve the whole person and the whole community. It's taken a village to get to this point, and there are so many people to thank. And I want to recognize the many partners, the funders, the nonprofits, the advocates, and of course our staff and volunteers who made all of this possible. I especially want to thank Trinity Lutheran Church, Rick Steves, and our federal, state, and local governments. Your belief, yeah, maybe clap for that. Thank you. Your belief, patience, and commitment carried this project forward through years of planning and hard work. The center exists because you never gave up on that vision. Thank you. But I think the most important thing to acknowledge today is that now this center belongs to you all. You are our friends, our neighbors, and our community. And it was Volunteers of America's role to build this place. Your role now is to fill it with life, relationships, and purpose. I am so looking forward to continuing to listen, to learn, and grow alongside you all as this space evolves to meet community needs. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you for believing in this project, and thank you for the opportunity to officially open the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center. You all look so good down there. It's wonderful. All right, I would now like to welcome Pamela Sea Monster of the Snohomish Tribe for a blessing.
I have to bring the magic stick down a little bit. Weats relatives, Hachlahale, good afternoon. Salalakam sista, Stahobchad, Stahobchad. My name is Fighting Woman, and I'm the daughter of the Sea Monster Man, and I am Snohomish. A little context before a blessing for this beautiful house. A long time ago, the Coast Salish people had a potlatch house in every village. They had long houses that looked like potlatch houses. They had spirit houses, like the one right over here behind us. Places for ceremony and spiritual things to happen. But a potlatch house was a place to redistribute the wealth. It was a place that all the people came to have a party, to have when a baby was born, or there was a birthday, or there was something wonderful and special happening in the community. It was where the leaders of the community came to give it all away, like a nonprofit, to redistribute the wealth to the people who needed it. And so here we are in this beautiful house, this all. And my hope and my prayer for this beautiful house, this neighborhood center, this place in the village, this place in the community where there has not been a house like this in a very long time. Here in the center of Lynnwood, where Lynnwood started, right on the corner, where a man loved his wife so much he called it Lynnwood. All the way down and around the corner here is where Lynnwood began. But there were people here before, and we're still here. And we're still standing with our hands raised high in a welcome and a blessing, that all the people may come together, that all the people are served, and that all the people have a way to communicate with one another in a good way. Blessings to the neighborhood center in Lynnwood. Haxlahale, good afternoon. OCM, all you high-class people. It's a good thing that this house can bring all the heads together so that we can all walk forward in a good way for our community. Masi. There's a word in our creation story, and the word is Yahau. Yahau. It means to push forward together. May this house bring all the people to push forward together. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell the traditional story of Yahau, so I hope that you're all still here at 1:30. Osiam Masihai.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. It's now my honor to introduce Congressman Rick Larsen. The Congressman has been an amazing supporter of this project from almost day one and was instrumental in securing $3 million in a federal award that went towards this project. We can clap for that. And so without further ado, please welcome Congressman Rick Larsen.
Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for the introduction, and thank you to the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center for inviting me to the celebration. It's great to be here. In 2022, I requested funds for the construction of the community center in the annual spending bill that Congress sometimes passes, which we did this last week as well. Didn't happen a lot, but when it did happen, I made sure there was $3 million in it for the community center. So I'm proud to see this building, this money go to good use in this building. I was here last month, I think, to walk through it when it was empty, and it's great to see it so full today. This building is going to be a fantastic resource for the community, something that was needed for a long, long time. It will help neighbors receive medical care, child care, after-school programs as well. It's an important space to gather in the community space and to celebrate events together as well. So there's a lot of work to do here. There's still a lot of work to do on your behalf back in DC, and I'll continue advocating for dollars that can help continue the success of this center and so many other community spaces that we have throughout the district. But it's really now a great opportunity for me to introduce to you Washington State's favorite Rick. Rick Steves.
Well, I'm thankful for this, Rick, to speak up for us in Washington, D.C. That is great. Thank you, Congressman Larson. Whoa, what a joy to have a dream and then see a partnership where a community comes together and make that long-awaited dream come true. And this week, we're going to open the doors into our community, and our vision is going to become a reality. This center is full, and when each of the tenants in each of these offices open their doors, the people taking advantage of these services are going to breathe life into this place. When I think about it, it's like an organism fueled by all of us, by this community, and it has a metabolism. Can you think of just breathing in and breathing out, coming, going, needing, sharing, learning, helping, laughing, playing? The result is that the fabric of our community is going to be stronger. And the people, the neighbors around us who need these services, and for a lot of us, it's kind of an invisible community and an invisible need, they're going to benefit in ways that we can hardly imagine. Now, our team, Volunteers of America, Western Washington, Trinity Lutheran Church right over here, all the people and organizations who've helped to get us here and who will put this building to good use will know the joy of making our society a better place. And today, we celebrate. We celebrate. You know, I've been inspired by my travels. And one thing about Europe that just really charms me is the sense of community. My favorite country is Italy. And if you were to sum up Italy, or if I was to sum up Italy in one word, it would be piazza. Piazza. And that's the nickname for this place right here. That's one thing America lacks because we didn't grow up in the Middle Ages with one square in the middle, you know. And now we have a place that can serve as a piazza, a multi-generational place. Not where you'll see the crisis of loneliness, but where we have a festival of community. Does this feel like a festival of community right now? Another thing I've taken away from my travels is that, you know, when you travel, you tune in and you kind of know what struggles and frustrations we have here in our community. How do other communities do it? Sometimes we get it right, sometimes they get it right, sometimes we can learn from each other. One thing I'm impressed about Europe, in fact, one thing I've been impressed by in my travels everywhere, is that the measure of a caliber of a society is how they take care of their seniors and their most vulnerable, how they give them dignity. That's what this is. So much of our world is geared toward helping privileged people capitalize on their privilege and live great Budweiser beer commercial lives, you know? But there's a real reality, a heart-tugging and a heart-warming reality that we can deal with, and that is taking care of the most vulnerable among us. One thing I like to do when I travel is see the road as playground. I like to see the road as school, and I also like to see the road as church. And when I think about the road as church, and I've spent a third of my adult life on that road, living out of a 9 by 22 by 14-inch carry-on the airplane-sized suitcase, is that some of us are privileged and some of us are not, in every country. But one thing you do learn, especially if you're a person of faith, is that we're all children of God. We're equally precious, we're equally worthy of dignity and love, and this building to me celebrates exactly that. Now, in my travels, I've learned that love thy neighbor has nothing to do with proximity. Need, suffering, joy, happiness across the backyard fence is no more real than across the county, across the state, or across the sea. And this building is going to be busy with neighbors in action, neighbors helping and neighbors being helped. This is basically love thy neighbor in action. Now, like so many of us, I've been inspired by my family experience. We're all going on this same moving sidewalk through life, and we all have had different challenges. And this hub here, if you could imagine the many dimensions that it will help people on that journey. My dad had dementia, and he found support and he found community in the Edmund Senior Center. And I remember him singing there in the senior chorus, surrounded by friends, and making music in his last years. And I remember sneaking in for one of these senior singers' choirs at lunchtime, and I thought I was incognito in the audience there, and my dad's eye caught mine, and I saw a twinkle in his eye. A twinkle. And when I thought about that twinkle, it occurred to me that's the same twinkle that I saw 60 years earlier when I was in a little band on a stage and he was in the audience. It's a transgenerational twinkle. And that's an integral part of what the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center is going to be. This is what we have built, a chance for different generations to come together, to help each other, to be helped, and to celebrate that twinkle. So think about what we've built here. Just look around. This is a one-stop hub of services and programs for this region. It is smarter than you can imagine. The flexibility, the working in sync with other services available nearby, understanding what are the needs in this community. It's an amazing organism. It's a one-stop hub for people who need help, 40,000 square feet of help. And it's filled right now with a festival of services. It's the size of a football field. If you take the second floor and the ground floor and the little park, that's the size of a football field. It's already full, and it is ready for kickoff. Now, I'm a tour guide. I get to lead a lot of tours to some amazing places. One of my favorite places to lead a tour has been through this building over the last months as we built it. And I'll tell you, you've got a chance now to take a little tour on your own for the rest of the open house here. And when you do, here's a few tips. My dad always told me, son, find a need and fill it. Well, that's a forte of the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center. Every door you walk through has found a need and it is filling it. We've got a shiny new community kitchen right there, primed to feed people, to provide workforce training, to provide cake for people like us who come here for a party. Walk back in there. You can walk right into the refrigerator, an industrial strength refrigerator. Think of the work that's going to do in the next coming years. We've got an early learning center. You'll see little storage cubbies, soon to be filled with coats and hats. It's perfectly located. We're surrounded here by families who could use a little extra help. On this end of the ground floor, we've got the Boys and Girls Club. That's a big part of the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center, and this building is going to give them horsepower to expand their local services. Classrooms, a gym, our park, a welcoming place for grade schoolers and for teens at risk. We've got an adult daycare room, offering skills for adults with intellectual disabilities, offering a chance for caregivers to get a break, and to be sure that our seniors get that twinkle, the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center twinkle. When you're up here on the second floor, look out the window and you'll see solar panels on the roof. This building is LEED Gold. And LEED Gold means very green, something we can be proud of right here. And enjoy the main hall on the far south end. It's broken into two parts now. It's got sliding room dividers, and it's got a sliding price. I like the sliding price because we want this to be a place where organizations that don't have a lot of money, organizations that are nonprofits, don't have to pay market price for their place to meet, like a mile down the street. And we're going to make sure that we've got affordable places for hardworking nonprofits in our community to get together and have a first-class place to celebrate and share the good news of the work they're doing in our community. Let's hear it for that function of this building. I mentioned the piazza. This is the piazza right here. It's northwest woody on purpose, cross-laminated timbers, exposed beams, a wonderful cafe, a welcome desk, 27 feet high. Giraffes can play piggyback games under that skylight. When you take your tour, talk to locals. That means the people who are going to be working in each of these places, upstairs and downstairs. You know, we are so good in our society of celebrating what we call first responders. This building, Lynnwood Neighborhood Center, is filled with forever responders. People that are helping people get through the hard, frustrating, often overwhelming challenges. I'll tell you, people like me and the people that have been meeting over the years to get this place done, we have a particular admiration for people who dedicate their careers to helping people, sacrificing the material and the financial and the esteem awards of taking a more predictable path to success. They are dedicating their lives to helping other people, and this is helping those heroes get traction. The least we can do if they're dedicating their careers to this hard work in the trenches is to provide a beautiful space for them to do their work. Please, as you travel, tell them thank you for your service. This Lynnwood Neighborhood Center has a long story. 30 years ago, in 1995, I had a little extra money for the first time in my life. I bought some property. I thought I'm going to do something fun and creative and good stewardship with this property. I really couldn't find the right fit for it, but I was committed to the stewardship of that land. I ended up giving it to my church, Trinity Lutheran Church right here. And for decades, we've been dreaming and scheming and envisioning and debating what we're going to do with this land. We didn't have the horsepower to get it done. Thank God we were able to partner with Volunteers of America, Western Washington. We joined forces with VOA. They are so smart, professional, they got that leadership, and they turned this vision into reality. Then it wouldn't have happened without the funding sources, the many generous people, local, community, county, state, federal, generous foundations, our church, other faith-based organizations, nonprofits, local businesses, and individuals. Today, 30 years after this idea was born, we're gathering, we're celebrating. We raised $26 million. We've got less than $1 million to go until we're fully funded. And I bet somebody here today is going to help us out with that. So we are forever thankful for the generosity of all these organizations, many of you who are here now who have helped make this dream a reality. I want to remind you, good stewardship is woven into the character of the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center. We are determined to be good stewards of that money that's been invested. This center will change lives. It'll make our community stronger, more stable, safer, healthier. It's all about community wellness. There's all sorts of excuses, tight budgets, you know. There is no smarter practical investment of community funds than to build this center right here, the way we're going to put it to good use. You can complain about homelessness. A lot of people do. Lynnwood Neighborhood Center is an investment to help prevent homelessness. Well, that's wellness in action. Immigrant communities are struggling right here in our neighborhood, some of the most disadvantaged in our state. Lynnwood Neighborhood Center is here. The coarsening of America in the last few years, have you felt it? Have you felt it today even in the tragic news? This facility is going to be here in tough times. And there are tough times now in the arena of unbridled capitalism. Lynnwood Neighborhood Center, all of us together with this center are going to soften that dimension of our society. While politics and funding can be erratic, regardless of the turmoil, the Lynnwood Neighborhood Center is a stable resource for this community. The building that we've construction is all about find a need and fill it. It's built in with flexibility. The need is here. I'm afraid the need is only going to grow, and it's unpredictable. This center will morph with the times. It'll deal with needs unforeseen today. And one thing is sure, this is the brick and mortar for our collective compassion. This is where our love gets traction. Today we celebrate. This is a gift to this community that'll be giving long after we're gone. You know, there are a lot of prayers going around these days. Lynnwood Neighborhood Center is how prayers get answered, how a community thrives, how a community twinkles. from all of us here, Volunteers of America, Trinity Lutheran Church, each of the nonprofit organizations that fill this building, we appreciate your support. We hope it's ongoing. And we'd like to bid you enjoy your visit today, and thank you so much for being a part of this vision. Thanks a lot.
It's awesome. I don't know who came up with this idea, but it worked great. Yeah. They were going to do it outside.
I know it, yeah.
Where did you come up with this?